Here's the Abzan Coco. 2 Anaphenzicin Tree Spirit, 4 Bird of Paradise, 4 Eternal Witness, 1 Fiend Hunter, 4 Kitchen Finks, 1 Malira, Murderous Redcap, Scavenging Ooze, Shriek Maw, Spellskite, Viscera Seer, Voice of Resurgence, and the Wall of Roots. Basically the podless pod deck, right? We're still looking to combo out our opponents either with infinite damage or infinite life gain. And let's see what he's up against.
No Brads you give me.
Fantastic. We love to have you.
I know a little bit about this format.
Sure do. Guys, for those of you can't see his beautiful face, but you will shortly, joining me in the booth is Mr. Tyler Ari. And you would have watched him play a little bit earlier.
With some Jeskai Sensi combo deck.
A little Jeskai Sensi. And how was that for you?
Really good.
You had that Affinity matchup, both really quick decks.
Yep. From past experience, I feel like I have a little bit of edge in game 1. And then, unfortunately, you mulligan, and that was it.
So here in Trevor's deck, we're just looking over the deck. Trevor's playing Abzan Midrange against Jason's Abzan Coco. So a little Abzan on Abzan violence here.
And I think Midrange definitely has the edge in this matchup.
Well, judging by the board, it appears he was hedging a little bit towards playing this deck.
Yeah.
I'm seeing 2 Graph Digger's Cage.
Yep.
In the board.
Yep.
As well as a Golgari Charm.
You don't really board Golgari Charm in.
Man, I really like giving guys nag.
I think you
get that Viscera Seer off the board.
I think you bring in the 2 cages. I burned in Zealous Persecution before I burned Golgari Charm. And then...
Looks like we have 3 Fulminator Mage, a Damnation, and a Blood Baron of Viscopa.
I'm bringing in Damnation in 2 Blood Barons.
Yeah, Blood Baron's a hard card for that deck to beat.
Yep.
Oh, you say it's protection from your entire deck. Well then. Funny, that's a card that saw very little standard play until like the end of its life cycle.
Yep.
And then it kind of took off in black-white.
Yep.
Version of mono-black. But now it's making a modern appearance. Amazing how everything kind of comes full circle.
Yep. The pro-white and pro-black is a really good thing.
Yeah.
That's a.
No, I agree, and even at the 5 mana cost.
Yeah.
Which is high for modern playables when you think about, unless you're delving them, the creatures in modern, a lot of the time you're not paying 5. So.
I do like you had a Coco.
Yeah. Yeah, got to get to that 4 collected company. So who do you tell me in the chat, guys? Who do you like in this match? We have Abzan Midrange versus Abzan Coco or Abzan Combo. And we'll pull back up Jay's list for you here.
Yep, he has the combo in this.
Yep.
So a lot of the lists nowadays aren't even running the combo. They're just playing a value collect company deck.
Yeah.
They cut the combo because it's...
Just Abzan good stuff?
Yeah. They're playing Fulminator Mages in the main. This is another Coco target.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's a fine Magic card.
Especially when you think Tron and Amulet Bloom are big in the format.
Yeah. We were just talking about Amulet Bloom and whether it's a balanced deck or a fair deck or whether pieces need to be banned or whether it can continue going.
I think Hive Mind needs to be banned out of it. That's about it.
That's what I said. I said you can keep the early prime time, but you got to get rid of, the Hive Mind portion. You can't let them be unfair 2 ways that early.
Yeah.
Sneaky the Dragon saying Abzan versus Abzan. Is there a way for them both to lose? Tuckstep saying yes. Yeah, the answer is they both hate themselves for playing Abzan.
Yeah.
That's probably not going to happen. I know Trevor's been playing Abzan Midrange for quite a while. Loves a lot of the value you get off from these creatures. Loves having Liliana. Loves the early interactions you get between Inquisitions and Thoughtseizes.
Scavenging Ooze is going to be a really big card in the matchup.
Yeah, and I think the deck really loves Lingering Souls. Now, Lingering Souls probably won't play as big of a role in this match as it does in some other fair decks. But the combination of Lingering Souls with Vault of the Archangel and just making, hordes of 1/1 Death Touch flyers is really hard for a lot of decks to punch through.
It is. In Jay's list here, he doesn't have much interaction game 1 either. I mean, he has 2 Abrupt Decays and a Shriek Maw.
Yeah, it's not great.
Well, I said a Fiend Hunter, but I mean, I don't count Fiend Hunter as a removal spell because it just dies to a removal spell. And you don't want to Fiend Hunter a Siege Rhino.
Sure. No, that seems really bad. So just shuffling up, we'll see where they end up with. Hopefully they both get to stay on 7 and we have a good fair game of Magic.
Yeah.
Guys, in the chat, I want you to type M for mid-range if you think the mid-range deck gets it, or give me a C for Coco. And we'll tally it up and we'll see what the chat says as far as whether Jay or Trevor is going to get this game. Remember, that's Trevor on the Abzan Midrange and Jay on the Coco. And our table spotter is going to get the names and life totals and match totals all reset. Well, we're good to go. Jay's playing first, keeping 7, and Trevor's on the draw with 7 as well. So, looks like a good, clean game of Magic. No mulligan's going to get in the way here.
Yep.
Fist bump to start.
I think experience is a really big thing in this matchup too. Yep.
I think experiences as well. And I got to give the experience edge in this one to Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor's been playing the deck a really long time. Really familiar with the lines. This is a deck that, like, Jay was playing Pod.
Alright, just give us a second here to get these sides fixed up. I wonder if they realize that they're on the wrong side.
Yeah, we'll get that switched over there. Trevor obviously being the one with the beautiful tattoos. And Jason with those beautiful flexed forearms.
Yep.
Can't miss him anywhere, right?
Nope.
Okay, so it looks like we have a bunch of fans of the Coco. RDK3 saying rooting for Coco, but he thinks midrange has the edge game 1.
Oh, here we go. They just switched sides.
Perfect. Look at that.
All good.
Here's that early Inquisition.
Yeah, this is what Jason wants to avoid, because when his hand gets ripped apart, like it's not. You're playing against a value deck where it just wants to grind you out, and you don't have the card draw that Trevor has, and Dark Confidant.
Still a good hand. It looks like we have Sphinx Collected Company.
There's Anafenza Finks Collected Company in 3 lands.
Yeah, but the lands being the good ones, right? So
Yeah.
got the Galvany Township.
Galvany Township is a key land here. Is he playing land destruction in the main? I don't see any. Nope, he has no land destruction in the main, but he does on the side.
Yeah.
So he might bring in some Fulminator Mages.
Oh, I think he will. He has 3 in the board, and I could see him bringing them in. So if you're Trevor, what do you guys take? And let me know in the chat, what do you take off from this Inquisition? Do you want the Anafenza or the Sphinx?
I'll probably do the Anafenza here.
I do too. It's kind of the engine that powers the deck.
Anafenza
Piece of the combo, you know?
Anafenza turns anything else into something big.
I agree.
And you can set up your hand to beat a Sphinx. Yeah.
There it goes. Too bad. So sad. There goes your turn 2 play. We're going to see Jay fetch in a turn.
Probably gets hands over going to.
Sneaky the Dragon saying he has no clue about either deck, but he'll just support Jay. So we got 2 votes for Coco, no votes for midrange. You want to throw your...
I'm going for midrange.
Your hat in the ring?
Yeah.
I am also going to take midrange. That's tied at 2 apiece.
Yep.
The chat gets the straw polls. They can break the tie. So it's important for Jay to draw something on 2 here. Just so he doesn't fall too far behind what Trevor's going to do on his turn, too.
Yes. Because if he drops like a Dark Confidant here, he doesn't have a removal spell for Dark Confidant. And I can start drawing.
Even if he drops a Goy for a Scavenging Ooze or any of his value creatures, it feels like...
Goy's going to be a 3/4 here?
Yeah.
So, Goy would be pretty good too.
Yep. It feels like almost anything that Trevor plays on, too, is
Oh, that's not very good.
going to be a problem.
Especially falls up with the... Oh, he's Thoughtseize. Oh, no, another Inquisition.
Now they're Inquisition.
He drew a Windswept Heath.
Yep. So out goes the Kitchen Finks. And he's left with
A Coco.
Coco, which is 2 turns away, right?
Yep.
So
Pray for no Thoughtseize.
pray for no Thoughtseize for sure. I don't see one in the hand yet.
What is... yeah, you got his 3rd land drop.
It's never good at Modern unless you're playing Control. If you do turn 1 nothing, turn 2 nothing,
Yes.
turn 3 nothing.
Not when you're supposed to be an Coco's not even... It's not like a combo. It's an aggressive deck.
It is, yeah. Runs value creatures, doesn't care if they
You
die
drew a
after
bird.
they're in play. Like it's... Yeah, not exactly what you're looking for when you're holding
No.
all land in a Coco.
Because it doesn't speed up your Coco clock at all. Still playing next turn.
Yep.
Birds in this matchup tend to be just Liliana -2.
Yeah.
They're like just fodder for that.
Sure. But maybe it protects another piece, right? If you had another
Yeah.
piece. So let's see what Trevor wants to deploy on his side of the board. So he's going to start off with a fetch. Going down to 16. Getting a basic forest. How about the price jump on those Verdant Catacombs?
I got a really good deal on them.
Yeah, well, just announced that they're not going to be reprinted in the
Yep.
first set anyway.
Yes. And Battles in the card, fetch lands will not be printed.
Yeah.
Full art lands will be.
Yeah, which is great. I love the full art lands.
And we're getting an all new set of dual lands.
Yeah, they said new to Magic, haven't been seen before. I assume it's going to be really bad. But
I assume it's going to be the next. We're doing 5 man lands in Zendikar. We got the. Was it Ally? Green red.
yeah, so you think you
Yeah,
could
Ally.
have the
We're getting the enemy.
but we've had those before.
We don't. There's no enemy man lands,
Yeah.
so those will be all new.
I wonder what they'll be. I love manlands.
All right, so here we go. Here's Coco's turn, and it was Scavenging Ooze. So I'm assuming Trevor's hand has got Lingering Souls, a Kitchen Finks of his own.
Yeah, and just deciding, how much pressure he wants to put on and how reactive he wants to be to what Jay does on his Coco, because that's a concern, right? If you fire off 2 pieces of a combo,
and then draw the third.
and you just...
Well, no, it's not. He's okay as long as he leaves a green man up. He can interrupt the combo.
Sure.
So it's not.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have to decide how much you want to invest in
Yeah.
the board and how much mana you want to leave up to fight over those things.
I think he'll always leave a green up.
You should, yeah, I agree.
I don't see a 4-mana play here. That's going to.
So RDK3 saying fetches are up to 80 to 90 on SCG. Yeah, and I think they will come back down. It's just the spec, right?
Yep. I think the Lingering Souls Monkey cast here. Yeah. Here comes
Yeah,
Lingering Souls.
Crubbies, I think that's the case for a lot of people. Yeah, so Lingering Souls being deployed. Great clock.
Yeah. I mean, it's 5 is turn here. And here comes Coco.
Yep. Trevor wisely not attacking into the Coco.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to lose that ooze. It's
Nope.
kind of his insurance policy. And we'll see what Jay finds. Looks like Voice of Resurgence.
And a Fiend Hunter.
A Fiend Hunter.
So there goes the ooze.
Yeah, and Trevor saying, gonna respond.
I would probably eat the. I would almost eat the Coco so you can't witness it back.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
But Kelvany Township down, and this board
True.
could get scary quick, right?
Yep. He has some really good chump blockers, though. Let's see what he ate.
Opti, the Scavenging Goose.
He ate the Anafenza. So he only plays 2 Anafenzas and 1 Malera.
Yeah.
So that means he has 2 combo pieces left in his deck. No way to get things out of exile in this list.
RDK saying, thoughts on enemy fetches in the second set of Battle for Zendikar block. What about a reprint of the newly announced enemy color commander decks? I could see the enemy fetches being printed.
I don't see I
could see the Zen being printed. I don't think the enemy ones will be printed, but
well, the enemy ones are the Zen ones.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
You think they come out in the second set? I could see them in the second set.
if they do them in the EDH in the commander decks, they're only going to be one-ofs.
Yes.
And that really won't affect price.
No. So it depends what their goal is, right? And I think it's tough because Magic plans so far ahead, and yet the market responds almost instantly, right?
Yeah.
So if they looked at it back before when Verdant Catacombs were very low, right? And they're like, well, we don't need to do a functional reprint because the prices are low, they're reasonable. And then by announcing that they're not going to do a reprint, the prices go way up. It's like, well, what did we do, right? We created the monster.
This is the play where I liked a lot better. I would have rather eat the Coco because I had to e-witness it back.
Yep, and that's the value train.
Yeah, and that's might be hard for Trevor to dig out of this one.
For sure. That board is starting to get out of control, and it's hard.
It looks like
It's hard to 1-for-1, right? When your opponent's 2-for-1ing off from companies.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. Eat the Coco. Here comes that Lingering Soul.
You can flashback and play. I think he was going to play Kitchen. He has another Lingering Souls. He's going to go wide.
Turn this into a good old-fashioned race.
I think so. So if Trevor
Well, he doesn't have his vault yet, but if he gets his vault,
yeah, that's a
it's a race.
1, 2, 3 Hunter is a
1-3, I believe.
Yeah, 1-3. So 3, 4, 5. So yeah, Jay's attacking for 5. Trevor's gaining 5. He's a vault. So the races,
Tuxtave, I agree with you now. Now that the prices have gone up to where they are now because they announced they weren't being reprinted in the first block, they need a functional reprint. If they'd stayed where they were, then I don't think a reprint was needed. So here's Coco again. Let's see what we find here. Looking for a combo. Let's see what we find. Well, it's probably not a combo with how slow it's coming down, right? So it looks like Spellskite and...
another witness.
Another witness. Bringing back
The Coco back.
the Coco. Value Town.
Yeah, I mean it's untap and... Oh, he did his main phase. Interesting.
So he's like, swing with my voice. Please block.
Yeah.
I would love a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 powered creature.
Yep. Liliana doesn't really... Well,
Liliana the draw, but yeah, not...
Yeah, I mean, if he only had Coco in hand, I would play Lily Plus.
Sure.
But I think he'll probably double flashback Lingering Souls here.
Swing with the Lingering Souls, double flashback Lingering Souls.
Yep.
I don't mind it.
So that's 5.
Or flashback Lingering Souls and...
Kitchen Finks.
Yeah, I think he'll probably save the Finks till later, although it does make a good blocker. But the only thing that Jay swinging with, you don't really want to block, so...
Here comes Liliana. Yeah, +1 here. Yeah, it's a Goif, looks like. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what's sitting back in defense. I definitely feel like Trevor has a race here.
Maybe, but maybe you feel you can't race.
That Goif is All he has is land. Sorcery, creature, land. He's 3/4. Yep, 3/4. Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get one of our origami experts to make us one of those nice little cube die with all the power and toughness of Termagoyf.
Termagoyf dice.
Yeah, our table spotter putting, we need a Termagoyf dice. So right on par.
Okay, yeah. I almost like playing Lily Flashback Souls there, but I can see why.
Just to go wider.
Yeah. So now if he gets it's only one of 300, so he doesn't have any other.
But he doesn't know that, right? He probably can't know that there's
He's
only.
a Shriek Maw, but I mean, you can't Coco that.
No. Not a legal target.
Here comes Big Face Coco again.
At what point do we want to start activating Galvany?
I would be doing it right now.
I'd like to squeeze some value out of that.
Man, if there's Mr. CF scavenging use. If Jay didn't know, Trevor could be running Damnation in the main.
Could be.
This is Blowout City.
Sure would be. The closest thing he has to that is a Maelstrom Pulse. So he's pretty safe.
That's killing a Spellskate if he does have it.
Yep. So the team's getting big, and with Galvany, it's just going to get bigger?
Yep. I would have... I like, from this point out, just Galvany.
So JD Drake from our Soul Sisters match earlier is in the chat putting I suck at Modern. But as we all know, everybody starts somewhere, and you got to start playing games, getting the reps in, jamming games if you're going to get better at anything, whether it's Standard, Modern, Legacy, no matter what format you want to play the game in, you got to put the time in the reps, right?
Yep. I put it in a Moto. I play a lot of on Modern and Moto, so...
Yeah, I can see that. Easy to jam a lot of games in Moto, just one after the other, right?
Yep. You're playing against someone new every time, so it's a different experience. So... I feel like a lot, the 2 mans, you play a lot of fringe decks. Our Goyf's now 4/5 because of the Coco in the graveyard.
Yep. See how long that Coco stays in the graveyard, though.
It's true.
This game would have been a lot different if he ate the Coco.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
A lot different.
Because then E-Witness really doesn't get the value, right? Like,
you get Anafenza back.
It brings back Anafenza.
You can kill an Anafenza. You can't counter a...
It's true.
Coco. He cast that Coco 3 times?
Yeah.
So...
1 Coco, very easily manageable, right?
Yep.
3 Cocos, not as much.
So both have 1 card in hand, looks like, so...
Yeah, I assume Trevor will play his and then go up on the Lily. You can't really afford to go down on the Lily because you don't want that voice to get sacked, right? Because it's just bigger than everything you play.
It's true. I mean, ulting Liliana could be a thing here.
It could be. Looks like we're going to flashback Lingering Souls.
Yeah.
Tuck that one up with the other one. Bring out some more Spirit Tokens, and I hope we packed the box full of Spirit Tokens tonight because he's putting us to the test.
No,
Here they come.
Yeah, a few extras looked like too, so.
Yep.
So he's swinging for 5, and then 7. And Jay can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Jay's
19.
definitely winning the damage race.
Yeah, Jay Alpha's 20 damage currently.
Yeah. The Gavany's going to do work.
Yeah, 20 including Gavany.
And Trevor really needs to find his one of Vault of the Archangel if he wants to kind of... Because Finality at this point is on Jay's side, right? Because if he draws, in theory, an Anafenza, then
what Jay should be doing here is eating all of one type out of the graveyard. Or
I
he
agree.
just shrunk it to a 3/4, so.
Yeah. Get the meaningful spells first, then get the lands, then, and just...
At this point, I turn everything sideways.
Maybe not everything.
I turn everything sideways. You have a turn two turn clock.
Even the Viscers here?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate to lose the Viscers here.
What, you double block it with a... You have to double block it with a spirit. It's 2 spirits, because it becomes 2/2.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm okay with that trade.
So it looks like Jay instead is just going for end of turn.
Yeah. But see, he would have no board. He'd be able to win on this crackback right here. Now he's worried about the ultimate Liliana.
It's true.
I would should all alpha'd. So it looks like the wife blocked the voice. They were just figuring out what is what.
Yep.
So each other's doing the math.
Figuring out how big that voice token is.
Yep.
The answer is...
9.
Huge.
Yep.
I think it's only a matter of time before Jay just starts slamming these creatures in, right?
Yeah. I think it definitely should have done it last turn.
Yeah, I agree. I think putting a lot of pressure on last turn would have been really tough on Trevor, because he has so few really good blocks. Although if you swing with the Fiend Hunter, it's probably going to get blocked by the Goyf and something, and then he's getting back a Scavenging Ooze. And then he's gaining life that way.
I mean, he can't afford to double block. He couldn't afford to double block much.
No, it's just the one creature you're going to double block, I think.
I think you still die then. So that's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, no, I guess. You back Scavenging Ooze.
But I do feel like finality is on Jay's side rather than Trevor's, and Trevor needs to play something or do something to kind of create parity on this board again. Because even his Birds of Paradise are bigger than the Lingering Souls.
Yeah. I feel like if Jay attacks with his Lingering Souls here, he's going to have to... Oh, he attacks with his birds. Trevor's definitely blocking. I'm assuming those birds are going right at Liliana. Well, I'm assuming you alpha here.
What, do you just alpha and then not care about Liliana?
Yeah.
You just go all at
Here we
you,
go.
go
Here's the
ahead
alpha.
and... It says, do your worst. He goes, I'm looking to get some scry action.
Yep. No, I don't like that. You have to if your creature's trading, I'll let the trade happen. Don't try, because
let's get this stuff off the board.
Yep.
So let's see if you're Trevor. It's kind of a rough spot. You feel like if you block, you got to block enough not to die. But if you block too much, you feel like you can't win, right? So 8 blockers.
This is an attack for 35.
Eight blockers, 9 attackers. Let's see what gets blocked and what doesn't.
Yeah, it's really choppy.
Yeah, Crop saying the game's really choppy again. We'll try to fix that.
Fortunately, some technical difficulties.
Technology's good like that, right?
I know, I fixed it.
So he's taking some time, thinking through the blocks. I don't think there's that many great ones available.
No. So I mean, if he has to, so it's a 5 toughness on the Fiend Hunter. So he's Terminal Wife and Dark Confidant in front of the Fiend Hunter. And then...
That just gets you back Ooze, but Ooze isn't even that good, right?
Well, I mean, it's what you need to get all you back into this, and then... You're just going to chump a lot. And then 1, 2, 3... I think the lowest you can get, I think you're taking 3, 4, 5, 7 this turn. Put him to 5 and he gets an Ooze back.
Which isn't great, because then you gotta, like... Are you gonna spend your turn to battle the other guy's mana over the graveyard? I don't even think there's that much in there, right?
Jay would have access to no mana.
You mean if he pumps?
Yeah, everything I just did is assuming he activates Galvany Township.
Yeah.
So he would get his Ooze back in turn he would have.
But it looks like everyone already has 1 counter, so he doesn't really even have to activate again. I think that's what that 1 is up there, symbolizing they all have 1 counter.
Yeah, this is lethal attack at 17. I'm just shrinking the...
Making that go smaller?
Yep. I think he threw everything in front of the Ooze. Well, he threw a bunch of stuff in front of the Ooze. Nope. Fiend Hunter.
Yep. So like we thought.
Oh man, all Lily?
It's a bold move.
Yeah.
If you're Trevor, you're probably pretty excited about it, right?
Yeah. Man, if I was going all Lily, I would not have attacked with that Fiend Hunter.
No, I agree. But fearing the ult, really want to get off the table. I don't even know if I care about the ult. Like, I attack all at you. What do? Like, separate my lands and creatures? Or, like how much can you really hurt me, right?
Yeah. Jay doesn't access any mana here, so...
Yeah, so Trevor taking the opportunity to make sure he gets that life in that counter.
Yep.
On the Scoos.
So here comes Unconfidant Trigger, which we didn't see because it was choppy.
Yep. Looks like it was a land, though.
Yeah.
Not the land he wants either, unfortunately.
No. So he's on
Like
vaults and... Sorry, he's not in the vault. He has a Overgrown Tomb and something else.
Yeah, your opponent kind of gave you a free turn by attacking at the Lily. But unfortunately, this turn you're going to be in exactly the same spot.
Yeah.
So here we see a swing for 6.
He just wants I think at this point he wants the Dark Confidant dead.
Yeah, the Bob off the table.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because if he gets hit for a bunch next turn, then his Bob can kill him.
Yep.
Because when you reveal Siege Rhino, it's 4 damage.
Yeah.
It's a -1 life even if you cast it.
That's the big one.
No blocks. Jay goes 13. Terminate be okay here for the...
And I don't care what he drew, just, alpha, here we go.
Yep, no questions. Don't think twice, go.
If it can turn sideways, let's turn it sideways. Get in the red zone.
I do not like this attack.
Really passive magic here from Jay.
Just jump.
Like, you're just letting your opponent have all kinds of time, right?
Yep. You have 5 mana. You can attack with all 3 birds. that are flying. And what's this?
So what are we playing that wasn't worth... Is that a Kitchen Finks?
Yep.
That's what wasn't worth elfing?
Yep.
The Kitchen Finks.
I don't like it.
Interesting. I suppose like the Kitchen Finks does pose like very slow infinite life.
Alright, Trevor scoops here.
Yeah. So 1-0 to the good guy.
Yep.
The Jason MTG blogger Rector. Once he's done updating that, we'll go back to the deck list here. And we'll talk about sideboards. You want to start with Jay's deck first?
Sure. Alright.
So tell us what Jay has as his options.
I think here he's going to probably bring in Tremoka's Command. Which is really good value for one, like, trading off things. Or is it a Pontiff, deal with Lingering Souls? Those Scavenging Ooze. And the 3 Thoughtseizes.
Yeah, he does seem to have, like, a lot of nice kind of silver bullets in this matchup.
Yeah.
That are good. But maybe not as many bullets as Trevor has in his.
I feel like he might try to maybe bring an Even Mind Sensor to be cute.
And what do you want to cut?
For that, I'd probably take this. I would almost probably take the Shriekmaw out. Because it only kills non-black creatures and... Well, it kills pretty much everything, but... I don't know, I like that as a... I don't think Shriekmaw is gonna win you the game, or you can stifle like a fetch land pretty much from Mind Sensor.
So you keep all the combo intact? Do you keep Fiend Hunter in?
No, Fiend Hunter comes out for sure. What else comes out here?
And then do you trim any number of the chords, or...
I could definitely see trimming like way out Wall of Roots. Where is he using more abrupt decays? I don't like that. I gotta see trimming some chords.
So NDJWJC saying standard misleading title. So yeah, if you're just tuning in now, this is the Windsor Standard Super League, where we play 10 weeks, eliminate the bottom 2 at the end, and cut to the top on week 10. But this is our second season, and on season 1, the viewership, you guys on Twitch, actually asked for Modern, and could we play Modern? So this being season 2 of the Standard League, we've dedicated 2 weeks to Modern. This is week 1.
Yeah, week 3 and week 6.
Yeah, week 3 and week 6 will be Modern, and the other 8 will be filled with Standard.
Yep.
So if you're looking for Standard, we're sorry you're not seeing it tonight, but careful what you ask for. You asked for Modern, and here it is. We're getting some great action between Jason and Trevor here with Abzan Coco and Abzan Midrange. Speaking of Abzan Midrange, let's go over and have a look at the Abzan Midrange deck and see what it has in the sideboard.
Just a quick note too. If you did miss last week's stream and you don't feel like watching Modern, you can definitely go back and watch last week's stream on our channel page, our past broadcasts.
Yeah.
And that definitely is Standard if you did miss it last week. There's plenty of Standard action there for you.
Yeah, we saw some Abzan Rally.
Yep.
We saw
some Esper Control.
Yeah, there was also Constellations.
Yep.
Really playing off that Starfield Nyx, and a lot of 4/4 Flying Angels, if I remember correctly, got made in that game.
Yeah.
So, I think we even saw some mono blue. Someone try to do mono blue.
Yeah, there's some Sultai Control.
Yeah.
So it's definitely Standard there, viewable.
Yeah, definitely you can go back and watch the past broadcasts. I think Twitch leaves them up for 15 days before they take them down, so you got about 8 left, and you should be good. So going over Trevor Ravanello's Abzan Midrange list here, what do you like? What do you want to bring in?
I bring in 2 Blood Barons, 1 Damnation, X number of Fulminator Mage possibly, 2 Grafdigger's Cages, and a Zealous Persecution.
So you try to shut down the combo entirely.
Yeah. I'm also done Coco in Cord.
All the value cards.
A 1-mana artifact comes down before a Thoughtseize or an Inquisition that says, hey, look it, you can't do what your deck wants to do.
Seems
I'm down
good.
for that.
Seems good. And it's only out as like Abrupt Decay, essentially?
Yeah, 2 of, which isn't have any more on the sideboard.
Those are rough beats.
Yep.
So he's hoping to find that on turn 1, and hopefully his opponent doesn't have one of the Thoughtseizes that you assume he'll be boarding in.
Yep.
So that's a lot of cards to bring in. What do we want to bring out?
I'll probably bring out some number of Dark Confidants. They can get really risky here.
Okay.
I like all the... I could definitely see Dramoka's Command coming out for Trevor. Path to Exile is really good. Some number of Liliana's.
Yeah, I think this is a match where Liliana doesn't necessarily shine.
Yeah, so there's a lot of creatures on board. And
a lot of Jay's creatures are value creatures, right? Even when he sacks them. So you look at like your Voice of Resurgence, your Kitchen Finks, like these, even your his, just going over his list to see what other gems we have that he doesn't mind sacking. Murderous Redcap seems fine to sack. His bird, he probably doesn't care if you kill it. Even E-Witness, right? E-Witness is fine, and
yeah,
if you find like it's already gotten its value by the time it's in play, right? So, but it'll be interesting. We'll see what they go there, and we'll go back down to the table and see if they're ready to go.
Looks like they're shuffling up here.
Yep. Get those final cuts in, and we'll see if we can have a mulligan-free game for Game 2. We'll have Trevor on the play. Looks like he's...
See land, bird, a couple lands, a Bird of Paradise, an Anafenza, and this. So then we're good to go here.
Yeah, good to go. Both on 7.
Treetop Village.
And there's the turn you want the bird, right? Not turn 4, not turn 5, but turn 1.
Turn 1, the bird's good. That enables a turn 2 kill in my deck.
You always kill the bird.
Always kill the bird.
Always kill the bird when you're against the Ascendancy combo.
I'm so happy when I tap with that bird. I see a Blood Baron Costa of Viscopa in Trevor's hand already, so there's some late game power there.
I think that card's going to be very good late game.
I see a Lingering Soul. I see a Path Exile in there.
Assuming it doesn't get swallowed by like huge Birds of Paradise.
Yep.
Off in that Gavany Township.
3 mana Kitchen Finks.
Just what the doctor ordered.
I'm going to Trevor fetch here at the turn. Think about maybe fetching a White Source and pathing the Kitchen Finks. Because it looks like he has a definitely has a Lingering Souls in hand.
Yep. He's going to need that white anyway.
Yep. So we can get Godless Shrine here. Placing a forest in his hand. Oh, it was temporary.
And opting for it to come into play tapped.
So no path.
So should Jay be going up in the life total?
No. Nope. He should be good.
Okay.
He shocked turn 1 for the bird. Gain 2
okay.
Makes.
That greedy turn 1 bird.
Yep.
So back up to 20. Perfect parity. Force the draw for Trevor.
Draws the forest.
Did you just snap out Lingering Souls here?
Yeah. I mean, interesting. Maybe you'll choose the path now.
It's like Godless Shrine, pass the turn. So Jay finds a land and he's right into like that Coco speed, right?
Yep, turn of the Coco.
Turn 3 Coco seems just fine.
Yep, you can get 2 column pieces here. You only need 2 more column pieces. But he has, like Trevor did have a path, so you could break that up if that does happen.
Well, it looks like he's going to play Voice Resurgence. Yeah, Voice Resurgence. And try to get that path out now.
Oh, maybe he doesn't have a path. Seems very weird that he would opt not to path it.
And there's the township.
Yep.
So this team could get big fast.
This is where see if you bring Fulminator Mages.
Yeah. Although the mana not perfectly set up for those either right now.
No. Here comes the new souls.
The souls that linger.
Well, I guess maybe he said the path for this turn. Oh, no. I guess he just doesn't have it. He has a land, Blood Baron. I see a path. There's a path. Yeah, he has a path.
So just being really patient on that path. Saving it for like a piece that absolutely matters. Like that.
Alright, one more piece is needed. Oh, there's the combo.
He's like, well, now we're going to have to respond.
See if Jay remembers his voice trigger. He does.
He's opted to path the Sphinx, looks like. Kitchen
I don't
Sphinx.
want pathing that target.
I like pathing the Anafenza.
Yes.
That's just me. But
There's a bolster trigger coming down on the Viscera Sierra bird.
Yep. If he remembers it.
Hasn't missed yet. He has land before the Viscera Sierra players enters play, so.
Siege Rhino 1, how's it going, buddy? Modern, yeah. So this standard Super League, we're playing 2 weeks of Modern in our 10 weeks of Standard. So a lot of guys asked for it on this stream last season, and so we decided, you know what, we'll give them 2 weeks. So here it is. I'm well. How are you doing? I was in your hometown, Sarnia, a little while ago for Modern PPTQ.
Oh.
At the beautiful little store you have there.
Yep. Amazing store.
Super special.
Yeah.
And we had a great judge there.
I have some fond words for that judge.
Yeah, couple bad calls were made. Couple suspect rulings.
Yep.
But par for the course sometimes. You can't always get the best help.
Yep.
And we get to suffer because of it, right? So
Bridges were burnt.
yeah, some bridges were burnt, some smoke signals sent, but all is well, and on to the next tournament we go.
Yep. Maybe not with that judge.
Maybe not with that judge. But yeah, we missed you there. We're hoping we'd see you at the Modern event, but if schedules didn't allow, we understand.
It was nice and toasty in that store.
Sure was. No AC. Super wide tables and comic books everywhere. So here's Blood Baron
Yep.
coming down.
So he's just dead.
And he tapped out saying, hey, you got it, you got me, but I don't think you have it.
He has a Coco. Jay's got a Coco.
Well, he's like, if I don't have it now, I might have it by my turn.
Because Trevor can't beat Infinite Life here.
So Siege Rhino saying no one enjoys Jersey Judge a lot. Man, we didn't even say his name, but he knew.
Yep.
He knew.
Exactly who we were talking about.
Yeah, there's a couple really poor rulings around thought seizes and switching targets and
Yep.
after the spell resolved and just things that can't happen from an L2, right? But we're all human, we all make mistakes. We just wish they wouldn't happen so frequently. So again, I still think if Jay can't combo off here, if Trevor finds his vault, like he's very much in this game.
Mm-hmm. Here comes Coco.
Drum roll, please.
Wall of Roots.
Wow, worst Coco ever? What's underneath it?
Witness. So Witness gets back Coco.
Coco?
Man, if he's on the land, you can go at it again.
Yep.
Just resolving bolster triggers here.
Yep. Pump the team up. And Bloodbear not really looking that good with this many green sources on the table.
Well, I mean, it blocks the 7/7 there pretty well. It's a green-white.
It's fine as a blocker, but as the attacker that like we envisioned finishing off the game with, it's not quite coming through. But maybe a Damnation will come down and clean all this up.
Yes.
The one of fun of Damnation.
Oh, the Modern Life misses you.
Well, let me tell you, after some of the rulings I got in Sarnia, I thought about leaving the Modern Life too, but I realized, you gotta hate the players, you can't hate the game, right? So,
We were down, was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, I think, in Sarnia. Yeah, it sucks we missed you too, but don't worry, we'll be down again. If another tournament comes up and they can get qualified judges, we're always looking to travel and attend. So
And not at the store.
yes, yeah, and at another location. Store there is rough. Shout out to all the guys in Sarnia that we love and play with. You're troopers. You are troopers.
Yep.
And you never realize how truly blessed you are to have a store like Brimstone Games until you travel and play.
Yep.
We were just in London at an unnamed card store where we played in a kind of a dungeon of a basement. No windows, no AC, stone and brick walls. It was quite the...
was it as bad as the one we went to?
It's right on par. Right on. So yeah, you kind of go down a decrepit set of stairs down into the basement. And past what appears to be a place where they just bury players when they die down there, and then you get into the real dungeon of it. And great place. I feel for the local players. Will called our store owner, Sean Mangian here at Brimstone Games, and we just thank you so much for having the space that we play. And if you guys ever get a chance to check out Brimstone Games in Windsor on Walker Road, please come by and do it.
Huh.
Being renovated right now. Well, fantastic. Maybe it'll include some air conditioning.
Yeah.
That'd be a great asset for that building.
That would be.
And some tables that, like, kind of suit Magic.
Yep, not three feet apart from each other.
Yeah, they're kind of like puzzle tables, right? Very large.
Yeah.
Hard to see what your opponent was doing. Kind of had to stand up a lot and look over it. Oh, okay, that's what that is.
See, Journal gets passed here.
Yeah, which is respectable, right?
So I think if you're Jay, you still tap here and you Coco again to try to find
Sure.
combo pieces.
I love a red cap.
Can't get out of Coco though.
Yeah, it's too bad, so sad.
If only.
So let's see what he finds. Come on. Looks like a scry trigger.
Oh, we're trying to set it up.
Yep.
I just run another 7/7 there.
Well, it's good to sack, get the 7/7, scry, bolster, like it's very beneficial to do, right?
Trigger.
No, I don't think he did. I think he put it on the bird.
That one already had one on it.
Then he might have missed it. Unless it went on the E-Witness.
Nope, that one happened as well.
Too bad, so sad. Viscer's here, anyone?
How about already as well?
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the renovations do either. I'm sure it can do nothing but improvement. Melly Max saying you're totally selling me on this unnamed store, LOL. Yeah, it was quite.
Here comes
quite
Raptor's key, so you have to respond to your Coco.
Yeah, you just have to. Try to get things done beforehand, right?
Did you whiff?
It looks like he didn't whiff, but he didn't hit either, right?
Yeah, you see a spell skite. And
he found magic cards, but not the ones he was looking for.
even mind sensor.
Sure.
Came in. Couple bolster triggers going on here now.
Brrp. So, power going up on the token, the elemental.
And, okay, we remembered.
Here we go. Couple on that Aven Mind Sensor.
Jay's gotta read the card.
Got a reader here. Seedrun is saying he's playing Green-Black Elves at game day. What about you guys? What are you going to be on?
Some good old Jeskai Sensi combo.
Jeskai Sensi combo. I'm going to be on Abzan Rally for game day. Really enjoying that deck, enjoying the interactions, and had a lot of success with it over the last weekend, so no reason to put it down just yet.
So why?
Yeah, fun deck.
So far from FN last week and Monday Magic this week, I'm 9-1 with it, so can't put that away.
Hard to put it away. It's just such a fun deck. Like, it plays this fair, grindy game of Magic, and then it's like, nah, we've had enough of that.
Yep.
Let's just rally.
I slugged out a game against Mo on Assault Like Control deck, grinded him out, fair game.
I played 6 rounds of Magic and only rallied once in 6 rounds. And it was in a mirror.
I like my matchup.
Yeah.
That deck against that deck.
Yeah. You got some spice?
Oh, just you're not quick enough.
Oh, against the Ascendancy, you mean? Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. I play that in Modern and Standard.
Why not? Extra practice, right?
I'll play to the grave. Go with myself.
So by Winfrey saying he's definitely playing Rally, but he's putting some Hornet's Nest in mind to fight Mono Red, Aggro, and UR Thopters. That's some good tech.
That is.
I'm just going with 4 Ration Clerics. But,
I like the other cleric better.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
I've gained 32 life once against
Let's talk about it.
So I've rallied back 4 once.
Yep.
Along with Liliana and Merciless Executioner.
I feel like if you're rallying...
I've gained 64.
I feel like if you're rallying against Mono Red, you're probably winning that game anyway.
I didn't, I had a Husk, but I had Marauder. It was more of a value one. He put me to tapped up, put me to 9. I rallied back 4 clerics.
Sure.
Executioner, a Husk, and a Liliana. I gained 64 that turn.
Yeah, there's definitely upside, but there's downside as well. Like, when you just play one of them, you're like, play him, and they're like, in response to the trigger, Searing Blood him. You're like, oh, instead of gaining 2, I lost 3? That's not good. And considering, like, the deck I'm bringing him in most against plays just a ton of burn, I consider him to be too much of a liability. I understand his upside. I think he has great upside here. We see an Abrupt Decay on the Elemental token. I do think he has great upside, but the downside scares me a lot.
Now, I don't like... Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. But it might even come down to... I wouldn't pay 2 life here. I would tap my bird for blue.
Sure.
You're not attacking with the bird, which I think you probably should have attacked with this bird.
Sure. But if you're not going to anyway...
You might as well use it for the blue mana.
I agree. Tuxdev, if you need sweet paths, I have sweet paths for you.
I have a sweet path. I got 2 of them, too, so...
There you go. So let's see what the big old bad Blood Baron's gonna do. Looks like maybe just chump block. Chump block with the Lingering Souls.
So it's like Trevor's gonna take 1.
Does look that way. No, by Winfrey, I like it. I think I might add some to the side.
Oh yes, this week is Serum Visions.
Yeah, this month of Serum Visions Magic.
Man, I want to play some of those.
Well, it's a card I don't play, but seems like a fine card to get at FNM, right?
Mm-hmm.
You probably got like $10 to $15 value in that card, I assume, right out of the gate. So.
Probably. I play 4 of those in my deck.
Fine Magic card.
Cool to 4 of those ones out because pack foils are expensive for that card.
Sure they are. They most definitely are.
About $30. You know.
Yeah. Enough to notice.
I spent a lot of money tonight, which probably shouldn't have done.
Textev saying he's snap selling those Serum Visions. I don't blame you. I'll be doing the same with mine. So it was a block with the Blood Baron, took 5 in the air, gained 4, 1 like we said. But this board is just becoming too much.
Yeah. We're at the I can't say that word right now.
What do we have here?
Witness.
Yep. I almost don't even like playing the Witness.
And it gets you back to spellskate.
Yeah, but I can just keep, like, townshipping.
It's true.
I feel like just attacking and townshipping is where I want to be.
Well, this is main phase 2, so... I need to assemble a critical mass.
I would have swung with the bird as well, and then just
Damnation?
townshipped.
Goif.
Goif, not quite a damnation.
Nope. Damnation of land, looks like. So this is a treetop village you can block with, so he has 4 blockers.
Yeah.
So if he blocks the biggest guys... we're gonna...
It almost doesn't matter, though, right? Like, the mass is getting to such that...
Yeah.
You're just going to become overwhelmed. Path on the Goif. That's going to happen. It's going to go ahead and search for a basic.
I wonder if Jay did his math with Treetop Village being a blocker.
Yeah, Tuxtev, I totally agree. At some point, everything is just going to get too big to block. I think we're at that point now.
Yes.
And keep in mind, like, this is with a Graph Digger's cage in play, right?
Yeah.
Which has done pretty much absolutely nothing.
His combo.
Yeah,
is
it
shut off.
stopped the combo, but it looks like he's still doing just fine.
Well, this is just still playing the combo, which should not be.
Get them all in there. Get them all. You swing with everyone here?
Yeah.
I just swing with everyone. Swing with everyone.
So,
Gaviny. And just...
I might not swing with the Anafenza.
I know, that's the one that I was thinking, because it still goes up to a 4/4, gets profitably blocked by Blood Baron, and there's no reason to give that up. But everybody else, just...
Yes, John. Next week is standard.
Yep. Just close this game out, put this baby to bed already, right?
Yep. And at this point now, he has to bolster onto his
even
wall
Mind
roots.
Sensor or his
wall
wall of roots? Yeah. Wow. It's a hard knock life when you got to bolster onto your wall roots.
Yep. And Jay just making a negative counter on it just so it,
GG, no re. I don't think there's anything that gets him out of this right now. Needs a damnation. Needs a damnation in the worst way. He didn't draw one. See if Jay finally gets aggressive and just attacks all out. At this point, I do like swinging with the Anafenza because it goes up to a 5/5 and 0 dams are given whether it gets blocked. Yeah, Siege Runner asking, how good is a damnation at this point? Very, very good. So, block, take 1,000,000. He's going to gain 4. He's going to go up to 19.
So 4.
And that looks to be way more than 19. Yes, way more than 19. Not close.
Yep.
GG, no read. Jason Rector taking this one 2-0. Abzan Coco over Abzan Midrange.
Hey,
and
sure.